My intention with Street Stories Inspiration for Recovering is to interview people who are really experiencing being unhoused and people who have been in long-term recovery, and to find out what the gaps in the system are to get them from one place to the other. I hope that people will be inspired by this to realize that maybe it's not as hard as we think to build those bridges.
What do you like to be called, and what do you love?
Man, what I love, just peaceful times and just being blessed.
Are you connected with family members?
I'm trying to find my mom. I don't know if she lives in Wayne. I don't know where she lives. Southfield or some type of city out there.
Do you feel like saying her name just in case she's watching this?
Teresa, yeah. That's my mom. I miss you. I love you.
What would you do right now if you had $10?
Buy vodka.
What would you do if you had $100,000?
Try to turn into an entrepreneur and try to save everything. I would probably knit a bunch of socks and start donating them. It's like something like Salvation Army, just a lot of socks for everybody.
What's the main reason you've been on the streets?
Because of my alcoholism. This band of homeless people I kind of got to know through the job, and they showed me some of the life they were living under the bridges. Strangely, they had a really community underneath some of these places and encampments in Ann Arbor, and I was pretty impressed actually. They would clean and regulate each other even when they were drinking. Like if someone drank too much, they couldn't drink a certain kind of liquor, their favorite liquor, and they would have to drink beer instead.
What unhealthy habit has most impacted your life in a negative way?
It's a toss-up between alcohol and cigarettes. I've given up both at this point, but alcohol almost killed me many times. And cigarettes, I'm still feeling the lasting effects, even though it's been 2 years since I quit. So both were trying to kill me.
What is the most healthy habit you have, and how does it impact your life?
Well, I love people, so I love to communicate and congregate.
Have you ever tried a rehab program, and how did it feel helpful or not helpful to you?
Yeah, I've been to rehab about 8 times. The thing that worked for me was just, I had to kind of stop calling the shots. I started letting other people run my life who knew better than me. So once I started seeing that I didn't have to run the show, I had a spiritual experience, and I found a higher power, which I still don't understand. So far since doing those things, going to rehab, learning to talk to people in the community and open up, it's given me a different understanding of how I'm supposed to live my life, and it's been a really positive experience.
What has been the thing that has made you stop your unhealthy habit?
So this time I had to realize that I have the power to change, and I'm worth changing, and I'm willing to put in the work to change, and I think that was the first time in my life that I made that decision.
What do you see are some of the gaps in the system for people who want to get back on their feet?
The government and their budget cuts right now.
What advice would you give to others?
Believe in yourself.
Don't do drugs.
Spread the message of love.
Call somebody. Call for help. The one thing that got in my way always was me.
Follow the resources.
I mean, bad things are still always going to happen in your life. And I always say it's how you deal with it that makes your life better.
Keep trying, keep going, keep asking for help, keep seeking solutions, and never give up.